According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, each day, 9 people are killed and more than 1,000 are injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. Using cell phones while driving is considered the most dangerous. While the government shutdown is affecting food stamps and TSA, it's also weighing heavily on some UCF veterans and their families. Today's Black History Month Spotlight focuses on someone who happens to be a UCF graduate, Ms. Aramis Ayala, the state attorney for the 9th Judicial Circuit Court of Florida. The FDA announced that the avocado distributor Henry Avocado recalled organic avocados sold in bulk in Florida and across the nation. The company issued a recall after an inspection revealed samples that tested positive for Listeria. The University of Central Florida announced a new partnership with the United States Army. The Army will be moving their synthetic training environment cross-functional team from Kansas to Research Parkway this spring. President Trump is discussing withdrawing the United States from the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO is a military alliance between 27 European countries, Canada, and the United States. The U.S. has been a member of NATO for close to 70 years. Good afternoon, Knights fans. I'm Abisala Adeyemo. Let's get into what's new in sports this week. If a new bill passes in Florida, drivers could soon face punishment for distracted driving. Nightly News reporter Kinsey Hicks has more on the possible approval of this bill. The fetal heartbeat is detected about 6 weeks into the pregnancy. At this point, the doctors say the embryo is about the size of this lentil right here. But for pro-life supporters, this embryo is still a baby. Here at UCF's Emergency Operations Center, they use a special technology that's an entire map of campus. So for instance, if there's a wildfire on campus, they could simply circle it and share that information with first responders. This chip right here contains human cells that can be used to mimic different organ systems like the brain, liver, and muscle. Carfentanil is a synthetic opioid that's about 5,000 times more powerful than heroin. A lethal dose is about the size of Abraham Lincoln's nose on this penny. UCF data found that more than half of UCF graduates get a job after graduation. Career Services right here offers a job portal called Handshake, where students can look at different jobs in their field. Police Chief Carl Metzger says that people can prevent pedestrian accidents by simply looking up from their phone while crossing the street. Catholic Campus Ministry staff member Jamie Jones says she's participated in 5 pro-life protests. Jones says her faith plays a major role in her opinion on abortion.
From a Catholic perspective, we actually believe that life begins at conception.
The fetal heartbeat is detected about 6 weeks into the pregnancy. At this point, the doctors say the embryo is about the size of this lentil right here. But for pro-life supporters, this embryo is still a baby. That's why Florida House Representative Mike Hill says he filed the heartbeat bill. The bill bans abortion after the fetal heartbeat is detected. However, the exceptions include cases of rape, incest, or risk to the mother's life. It states women getting an abortion after the heartbeat is detected will be convicted of a third-degree felony.
Well, if you know that it would be a felony, they might be more willing to then follow the law, not just flout the law and have an abortion anyway.
House Representative Anna Escamani says the bill would completely ban abortions for women in Florida. She says most women do not find out they are pregnant until 6 weeks. She says restrictive measures do not reduce abortion rates.
It would be better to not stigmatize the women and providers they trust and interfere in that personal medical decision, but to instead pursue contraception access, to pursue sex ed programs that really focus on this prevention piece.
Jones says that although she is pro-life, she still understands pro-choice perspectives. In Orange County, after meeting a UCF professor with a brain implant to help with Parkinson's disease, data analyst Max Jackson became inspired by biotechnology. He now works with human-on-a-chip technology at UCF's nanoscience department.
We're able to grow organs on chips and use these as models, use these to test drugs to see what they do. But B, we're also able to plug organs into each other. And so we're actually able to mimic the entire ecosystem of the inside of a human body.
The human-on-a-chip technology works to replace animal testing in industries such as cosmetics. Nanoscience professor James Hickman says that the biggest benefit is testing one organ system at a time.
What we can do with our system is we can take out the liver, we can take out one of the other organs, which if you did it with an animal, that would be problematic, right?
This chip right here contains human cells that can be used to mimic different organ systems like the brain, liver, and muscles. Jackson says human on a chip will help make medicine more personalized. Doctors could use your own cells to test how different medications would react in your body. Jackson says there are countless opportunities in this field. He says that knowing you can make an impact is the most rewarding part. In Orange County, Abisola Adeyemo, UCF. Maureen McCann works as a TV meteorologist. She's also a UCF grad student getting her master's in emergency and crisis management. She decided to pursue a master's degree to help her better communicate the weather with viewers.
Forecast information is so critical amongst decision makers in our community who are making those decisions to keep our community safe. So it's a good way to kind of bridge both of those disciplines, being it meteorology and emergency management, with this program.
The National Center for Environmental Information found that climate change plays a role in the increase of natural disasters globally. In 2018 alone, over 20 mass shootings occurred in the U.S. Learning how to handle any crisis situation, such as natural disasters and mass shootings, is a major aspect of the master's program. Director of the Emergency and Crisis Management Program, Claire Knox, says all crises are dealt with using the same set of skills.
Leadership, ethics, core competencies, managing a budget, managing people, all that is incorporated into the curriculum.
Here at UCF's Emergency Operations Center, they use a special technology that's an entire map of campus. So for instance, if there's a wildfire on campus, they could simply circle it and share that information with first responders. McCann says learning doesn't end with an undergraduate degree or in your career field. She says she continues to learn new things every day. In Orlando, Abisola Adeyemo, UCF Nightly News.